Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
Good, Andy, I'm gonna need the TV for a couple hours.
But Andy, I was gonna watch the Horror-thon and the Silver Shamrock giveaway at 9.
That's not until tonight, there's plenty of time.
Well, what are you watching?
All of these shitty remakes, is there a single gem? They did it right already. Get all the candle to them. Which any are we watching? Whose personality? One thing's for sure, good people. We got some movies to see. We got boots to read. Stuff ready to stop that shit. We got boots to read. Stuff ready to stop that shit.
Hello, and welcome to Boots to Reboots. To celebrate All Hallows Eve, I've decided to take a look at a very controversial film. Today, I'll be reviewing Rob Zombie's 2007 remake of the 1978 John Carpenter classic, Halloween. First off, I've been a big fan of Rob Zombie for years. I own all of his CDs and movies. However, I do realize that his Halloween has some issues. This remake has received very mixed reactions. Halloween fans either like what Rob Zombie has done with it, or wish he'd go kill himself. Here's an actual comment from the internet.
I fucking hate that Nazi Rob Zombie. He ruined my favorite horror movie. He made Michael too fat, and he had young hair. You like a fat ass too. Frickin' Rob Zombie. He should get shot.
Well, that isn't very nice.
Yeah, the way some people react, you'd think that the film was just 2 hours of Rob Zombie defecating on an actual copy of Halloween. Zombie is a friend of John Carpenter and got his blessing to do the remake. Carpenter told him to make it his own, which he did. So is Rob Zombie's Halloween underrated, or did he really ruin the franchise? Let's take a look. The original film opened with this pretty cool sequence shot from the killer's point of view. The scene is about 5 minutes long and appears to be done in one take, but you can see the cuts if you look for them. A young girl is murdered and we find out that the killer is Michael Myers, the girl's little brother.
Michael?
Do you have any follow-up questions? Like what's going on? Maybe check the house? Whose blood is that? I like how the mom puts her hands in her coat pockets. She don't give a fuck. Overall, it's a creative way to begin a movie and it leaves us asking questions. The beginning of the remake is completely different. The first half is a prequel following young Michael Myers, while the second half is a rushed remake. We first meet Michael Myers' family, who are very unlikable. First we meet the boyfriend Ronnie. He's constantly picking on Michael and arguing with his mom Deborah.
Fucking whore!
I think I'm supposed to sympathize with her because she has 3 kids, is dating a dick, and has to pole dance, but I don't. She strips at the rabbit in red, which is a nice nod to the nurse's matchbook in the original. After the murders, Deborah tries to support Michael, but after 2 years, he's a lost cause. Just when you start to feel sorry for her, she kills herself. Jesus, couldn't you have at least made sure the baby was going to be taken care of?
At least put some food in her bowl to last a couple days.
Then there's Judith Myers, the slutty older daughter.
Elvis,
Perhaps you recognize her from Forrest Gump. The only thing she really does is act like a bitch, have sex, and die. The only decent person in the family is baby Lori, who Michael calls Boo. He has some kind of fascination with his baby sister, probably because she's still innocent and hasn't been corrupted yet.
for you.
The opening of the film is cringeworthy because the characters are over-the-top white trash and the dialogue is appalling. I'm not offended by swearing. I swear all the time. But dear lord.
I'm all broken up here, bitch.
The whore with the big tits hanging down to her knees?
Maybe I'll choke the chicken, purge my snorkel all over them flappy ass tits. That's all that fucker does is cry. Crying shit, crying shit.
Yeah, that's all you do is cry and
Fuck you and sit on my pole right now, bitch.
Fuck off.
Man, that bitch got herself a nice little dumper. But I mean, he runs around like a little bitch. As soon as this heals, I'm gonna break it again on your fucking face. I will crawl over there and I will skull fuck the shit out of you.
Oh, I'll get the crutches.
In the original, we knew nothing about Michael Myers. In the remake, we probably get to know him too well, and this upset many Halloween fans. There was no explanation for why this 6-year-old boy killed his sister. The Dr. Loomis character stated that Michael was simply pure evil. With serial killers, there's the argument of nature versus nurture. Are serial killers born or made? The original Michael Myers falls under nature. He was born to be a killer. In the remake, Rob Zombie goes in the opposite direction with nurture. The mystique of the so-called shape is gone. Michael's backstory in the remake is now very textbook serial killer. Negative environment? Check. Mommy issues? Check. Torturing small animals to death? Check. And don't forget, bullies.
I heard your sister got caught selling blowjobs in the bathroom. I heard they had to pump the cum out of her stomach.
I'm never gonna be able to watch Spy Kids the same way ever again.
This leads to Michael's first kill. After school, he slowly beats the bully to death with a stick.
Please. Don't hurt me.
Just goes to show that bullies are really sissies.
Oh, really? Ow. It's probably the first decent scene in the movie. We then get to the big night, and of course, no one will take Michael trick-or-treating. Ronnie is too drunk, Judith is too horny, and Mommy is too naked. The remake is full of unintentionally funny moments, but I really scratched my head when Love Hurts started playing. I don't know if this is supposed to be sad or funny. Quick, feel something. First, he tapes the hell out of Ronnie to his chair. Seems a little overboard and unrealistic, but you can do some pretty incredible things to drunk people. He then beats Judith's boyfriend to death with a baseball bat and then slices the hell out of her. Another serious moment becomes hilarious because little Michael looks like a midget or bobblehead in that mask. Yeah, he gets the mask from this douche instead of stealing it from the hardware store.
Come on, babe. I want to do it with the mask on.
Now Michael is left with Boo and his mother. Too bad the kid is nuts, doesn't remember the murders, and will spend the next 17 years locked up.
Hey, Mikey. How you doing? Look, you can't let those walls get you down. Believe me, I know. You gotta look beyond the walls. You know, learn to live inside your head. Hey, there's no walls that can stop you there.
Oh, so when I was in the asylum, I should have been counseled by the Mexican janitor. I knew that Dr. Oddcoitus was a hack. Overall, Dave Fierk is okay as Michael Myers, but he can be a little annoying.
I'm not listening!
He's probably a queer. He's gonna grow up, end up cutting his dick and balls off and changing his name to Michelle.
Weird. He played Michelle in Hancock. In the end, I do wish that Michael was a little more innocent looking.
He looks like a damn juggalo.
The original Dr. Samuel Loomis was played by Donald Pleasance in the original and in most of the sequels until his death in 1995. The name came from the Sam Loomis character in Hitchcock's Psycho. Loomis was Michael's psychiatrist for 15 years before he escaped.
He's gone. He's gone from here. The evil is gone.
The Michael Myers and Sam Loomis relationship is similar to Dracula and Van Helsing. The character is pretty simple. He's there to sell how evil Michael Myers is. He'll pop up every once in a while and deliver some overly dramatic dialogue.
I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes.
Overall, it's a strong performance from Donald Pleasance. In the remake, Loomis is played by Malcolm McDowell, best known for Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange. It's one of my favorite films, so I was excited to see what McDowell would do with the role. In the end, I feel that McDowell was miscast. His performance isn't bad, I just don't buy McDowell as Loomis. He plays better villains than heroes. Loomis is a very humorless role, and I think McDowell is too much of a comedian to take the part seriously. The bloopers are hilarious.
And this, obviously, this canary has been raped.
Some of the better scenes in the remake are with Loomis and Michael during the first 2 years at the sanitarium. However, this half of the movie ends awkwardly when Michael is left alone with a nurse.
Cute baby. Couldn't be related to you.
Why is everyone so mean in this movie?
Who insults a murderer and then completely turns their back to them? Stab me in the back, slice my throat, bash my head in. I'm asking for it. Also, there's no metal forks in a sanitarium. I would know. We ate bread, water, applesauce, and sometimes Taco Bell.
It was hell.
An irritating alarm blares for a full minute, and then we jump ahead another 15 years. Oh, sorry. Loomis tells Michael that he's done everything he could and says goodbye. In the original, Loomis spent 8 years trying to reach Michael and another 7 years trying to keep him locked up. In the remake, Loomis is basically quitting. Instead of feeling obligated, he's passing Michael off to others.
Look, all you guys had to do was to play zookeeper. You know, just keep the monkey house locked until the monkey died of old age. How difficult is that?
This Loomis is more interested in giving speeches and selling his book. I think Robert Englund could have been a good Loomis. His character in Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon, is very similar. It's probably the only way we'd ever see Freddy Krueger versus Michael Myers.
Andy, come quick! It's a message from Silver Shamrock!
Oh, hang on, they're making a big announcement about the giveaway.
Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's almost time, kids. The clock is ticking. Be in front of your TV sets for the Horror-thon. And remember the big giveaway at 9. Don't miss it. And don't forget to wear your masks. The clock is ticking. It's almost time.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween.
In the original, adult Michael Myers, referred to as the Shape, is a pretty mysterious character. He's supernaturally strong and somehow indestructible. In the remake, Tyler Mane, best known for playing Sabretooth, plays adult Michael Myers. He's the tallest man to play Michael, standing at 6'8". I love all the masks that he makes in his cell, and overall, Tyler Mane does a good job. Besides his height, another difference is that Michael Myers does not drive. A lot of people thought it was silly that he knew how to drive in the original since he had been locked up since he was 6.
Now, for God's sakes, he can't drive a car. He was doing very well last night. Maybe someone around here gave him lessons.
However, Udo Kier's character mentions that Haddonfield is 100 miles from Smith's Grove, so how the hell did Michael get there if he didn't drive? Hitchhike? In the original, Michael gets his coveralls off screen from a mechanic he kills. In the remake, we see that Michael gets his coveralls from a trucker named Big Joe Grizzly, played by Ken Foree. It should be a simple scene where Michael kills a trucker and steals his clothes, but that's not disgusting enough to Rob Zombie. Big Joe Grizzly has to look at porn while taking a shit. Who doesn't love getting a boner while sitting on a public toilet?
I'm surprised there isn't a glory hole.
In case the remake wasn't already unnecessarily filthy, there's a rape scene in the director's cut. I like the escape scene in the theatrical version a lot more. While being transferred, Michael hulks out, breaks his chains, and brutally kills 4 guards. It's pretty badass, but no one is constantly swearing or doing something perverted, so instead 2 guards take a female patient and decide to rape her in, of all places, the room of a 7-foot maniac. The original didn't have a lot of blood in it. It was more about suspense. Adding a rape scene cheapens the movie. Michael Myers was the only villain in Halloween. In the remake, Michael Myers isn't special because you actually have more bad characters than good characters. Back in Haddonfield, Michael collects his old mask and knife from under the floorboards. The original mask was a Don Post Studios Captain Kirk mask taken from a life cast of William Shatner for the movie Devil's Reign. That's right, William Shatner is the face of pure evil. The mask was spray painted white and used in the first 2 films. Apparently someone still owns the original mask. Here's the last known photo of it, and you can see that it's pretty decomposed. So it makes sense that after 17 years, the latex mask would look rotten. The beaten up mask doesn't bother me, but I prefer the clean version. At least it looks a lot better than some of the masks in the sequels. A computer-generated mask? What the fuck? Jamie Lee Curtis made her film debut in the original Halloween playing Laurie Strode. She's the daughter of Janet Leigh, which is another connection to Psycho. Laurie in the original is pretty simple. She's the smart, kind, yet introverted girl. Unlike her friends Annie and Linda, Laurie doesn't date much.
She dresses like my grandma.
Poor Laurie. Scared another one away.
So on Halloween, instead of getting laid, she's babysitting Tommy Doyle. Michael Myers stalks her, kills her friends, and the rest is history. In the remake, Laurie is played by Scout Taylor-Compton, and right away, I don't like her.
Mr. Nichols touched me the wrong way. Oh, Mommy!
Okay, that is so not funny.
You want a screwdriver, Mommy? You want a hammer? Look at this, Mom.
Laurie!
I'm sorry. Okay.
Laurie in the original wouldn't do anything like that in a million years. As a friend, I want you to know that you can trust me. No, shush. Everything's okay. Just show me where that monster touched you. Don't worry. We'll get you the help you need. Oh my god! Oh, I killed him. I'm gonna have to get rid of the body.
my god, I need help.
Hey, wait a minute, wasn't I doing a review?
I'm still upset about the whole bagel thing.
Laurie is now similar to the obnoxious, foul-mouthed Annie and Linda. Oddly enough, the new Annie is played by Danielle Harris, who played Laurie Strode's daughter Jamie in Halloween 4 and 5. For a kid, she was really good in those films, but she has horrible material to work with in the remake.
Yeah, but he's not short bus retarded or anything. Annie! Yes!
Rob Zombie isn't good at writing dialogue for teenage girls. But then again, I guess it would be weird if he was.
Dear Diary, today I wrote a new movie. It's called Pussyfucker Tits. I'm thinking about putting my wife in it. On a sad note, another person told me I should go kill myself for remaking Halloween. Why did I remake that movie?
At least Linda doesn't say totally that much.
Totally. 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 Totally.
Totally. Totally. Totally. Totally.
I never want to hear that word ever again.
Sadly, the essence of Laurie Strode is gone. There are some moments here and there when she's babysitting that are decent.
Oh my god, the boogeyman's here! We're gonna die! Hold that thought.
I actually liked the new Tommy Doyle and Lindsay. The three of them had good chemistry, and the kids were better actors than some of the adults.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
In the theatrical cut, Michael was gunned down by police in the finale. In the director's cut, we see that Loomis is still alive, and Laurie is chased by Michael for another 10 minutes. The movie finally ends when the two of them fall off the balcony and Laurie shoots Michael point blank in the face. Overall, I really don't care for Scout's performance or Rob Zombie's new take on the Laurie Strode character. One compliment that I'll give the remake is that they used the classic Halloween score that John Carpenter wrote. Composer Tyler Bates took the music, tweaked it slightly, and used it throughout the entire movie. If Platinum Dunes remade this movie, the Halloween theme would only play during the title card and then the rest of the score would be generic horror movie music.
What the fuck? Michael!
It's a complaint I have with a lot of remakes, so I'm glad that Halloween at least still sounds like a Halloween film. Being a Rob Zombie fan, I had hope for this remake. There are a few things that are handled well, but the majority of the film is awkward. Essentially, a lot of the characters are Rob Zombie, and it's a little distracting. Scout was told to grow a beard, but she had to remind Rob that she was a girl. Every male character doesn't need to have a beard and long hair.
Yeah, get a fucking haircut.
The white trash world that worked with the Devil's Rejects doesn't fit with Halloween. Get rid of the hillbillies, rewrite the dialogue, and recast some of the parts and you'd have a better movie. So did this remake ruin the Halloween franchise? Of course not. The franchise hit rock bottom with the curse of Michael Myers. The whole Thorn cult was too bizarre. I guess we've learned that explaining Michael Myers' origins doesn't work. H2O was a step in a better direction, but Resurrection was the final nail in the coffin.
God damn. What the hell somebody gotta do to get a little decent help up in this motherfucker?
I wouldn't consider it the worst in the series, but sadly, the original, known for its suspense and atmosphere, has been turned into a vulgar, offensive, gory grindhouse movie. It pains me, but Rob Zombie's remake of Halloween deserves the boot. Remember everyone, love hurts. This has been Boots to Reboots. Now if you don't mind me, I have to go get ready for the big giveaway at 9.
What? No. No. I really don't want to.
Oh God. Oh God.